Good morning, folks. Happy Tuesday. I think we're Tuesday. Nope. Yes, Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. It's another beautiful fear-free day. Cross your fingers. And right now I'm actually about to face one of my fears. I spent some time this morning doing some working back through on some fears. And so here I am now, ready to face one of them. I don't know if you can see that or that. Yes, you can. Those are beehives. So I am currently standing between two beehives, and there's not very many bees right now. I guess that's probably to be expected because it's a cool day, very cool day. But if I look down inside, I can see bees running around. So I'm just going to kind of hang out here for a little while. I'm going to do my video while I'm hanging out here because that's the whole point, right? But it's definitely not a very busy bee day, so maybe it's a less effective day to face the fear of bees, although one just did buzz by my head, so here we are. Anyway, so it's been interesting. Kind of just still in the grind of working back those fears. It's taking longer than I expected, but it's good. By far, the one that's taken the longest to do is the one about being afraid of what other people think of me. I've worked that one back quite a bit, and it's a multifaceted fear that involves all sorts of stuff. I mean, I've got parts of that fear that are based in selfishness and pride, and pretty deep stuff, deep-seated selfishness and deep-seated pride. And I've got parts of that fear that are built in love, and I've got parts of that fear that are built on duty. And so it's kind of this multifaceted, different thing. I don't know how well you can see any of me, but kind of this multifaceted, different fear than what I had. Well, it's just taking a little while to plug through, and part of it, and this is kind of there's a little bit of fear, I think, in sharing this part, but part of my fear of what other people think of me is there's a part of me that wants to basically be worshipped, that wants everybody to think I'm the greatest thing ever, and to put me on a big pedestal on top of the world, so to speak, and say, look at him, he's the greatest. And so there's that part of me, and so when I do something that's less, that might, or there's something about me that might get people to think of me as less than that, then that's where that part of that fear comes from, is, oh no, they're not going to think I'm amazing. And then there's part of that fear that, so that's the selfish part of the fear, the ugly side. Then there's part of the fear that's based in wanting to help people, and wanting to change the world, and lift people and brighten people's days, and see love and light and joy kind of just explode in people's hearts and eyes, and just because I want them to be happy. And so there's that part of it, and so those fears of people not thinking good things about me, those come from when I dig it back. That fear is, oh no, I'm not going to be able to do those good things because people are going to think I'm a bad person, or people are going to think I'm not smart, or that people are going to think I'm not capable or whatever, and so they won't listen to me. And so part of that fear of worrying about what other people think of me is rooted in the fear of losing the opportunity to make the difference I want to make. And so that part of the fear is, as I have a bee fly in my face, that part of the fear is rooted in love. And then there's a part of it, I think, that's also rooted in duty. Because when I think about, part of me, when I think about doing all the good that I want to do, so that's a different fear altogether. So that doesn't matter. But so it's an interesting dichotomy. I've got both this selfish side of the desire that's super ugly and super nasty, and I've got this loving side of the desire, which is beautiful, and they're at odds with each other, obviously, and overall I want to overcome selfishness completely. and if I run the fear back to its course, and this is kind of part of the next step, but if I run the selfish part of that fear back to its course, I realize that I don't even want to be on top. I don't even want to be on the pedestal anyway, because gosh, that's a lonely place to be. And I'm looking at a bald eagle flying overhead, beautiful bird. It's a lonely place to be. I want to be with peers. I don't want to rule. I don't want to be on top. So it's this, the fear that's based in selfishness is also irrational, or I don't even know, misplaced, or I don't know what the right term is, because, you know, when all is said and done, if I'm sitting up there on this throne, you know, high above everybody else, well, that sucks. I don't want that. I want to be with people. I don't want to be to have no peers. Anyway, so it's been an interesting experience, and I'm excited to overcome that one. That's the one I think that I want the most to work through and start working on, to have that plan of action to start working on. But I need to, I want to work the rest back still, and I've got a lot I need to work back, and it's going slowly, but it's going well. Very slowly, but it's good. So anyway, that's my my little update for today. I haven't posted on my website. I haven't posted what I've been doing and working it back. Maybe I should post it and just update it, and so you can read what if you're interested, so you can read what I'm doing so far. But anyway, wanted to share this, and hope it's helpful for any of you out there who might be trying to work through your fears, and hopefully we can all work through them and just say to ourselves, and you know, until the day when it's actually true, we'll just say, we are fearless. I have no fear, and I am fearless. And as I say that and repeat that to myself, it becomes more and more true. I feel it, and I appreciate that, and I'm facing my fears. And you know, my morning run today, I went farther than I've gone in any of my recent morning runs, and I didn't want to when I left. And the positive self statements are what are getting me through. And after a morning run in cold weather, and my skin is cold, it was time for my cold shower, and I didn't want to do that, but I just did it, and those are just little things, but it's self-discipline, and it's conquering little fears, and over time, you know, the confidence in self will build, and the facing of the fears will become more and more automatic, and eventually, come January 1st, or if not before, I will be fear-free. And for now, I just say it, and it helps me believe it. I fear nothing. Hope you all have a great day. Thanks.